starting lineup, so they'll be announcing it.
Right. Okay. It's going to be Todd Tayo's line. Tayo's been moved over to center. He'll be centering Scott Loran on the right side and Pete Levine on the left side for the Massena Red Raiders. Mike Hurlbut and Mike Quenville, I believe, are going to be starting at the points, and it will be Todd Ward starting
tonight.
Right. So that answers our last unanswered question. And for Hornets of Plattsburgh, Kyle King, as I mentioned, will be in the nets. And the starting line will feature Tim Kelly at center. Rich Collins will be on the right wing, and Pete Sullivan will be on the left wing. Bill Broderick and Mike Reed will be the two-point men. Broderick plays the left side, Reed the right side for the Plattsburgh High School Hornets. They certainly have a beautiful facility to play in, as we mentioned. This also belongs to the...
We look across the ice, there's all kind of banners of Plattsburgh State, and we got the Cardinals painted right in the at center ice all over the place. So it's
and they, you know, it's going to be tough to remember, but I'm sure that before the night is through, I'll remember it's Plattsburgh High School and not Plattsburgh State. So we have Tim Kelly coming out to center. He'll be centering, as we mentioned, Pete Sullivan and Rich Collins. At the points, it'll be Billy Broderick and Mike Reed. For the Massena Red Raiders, Hurlbut coming out to play the left point. Mike Quenville will be on the other side. Todd Tayo will be centering the line. Scott Loran will be on the right side. And Peter Levine will be on the left side. I understand Levine had quite a tournament down there in Rochester.
Right, he was picked the most valuable player down in Rochester at the McQuaig tournament.
And the puck is dropped. Plattsburgh controls, and it's dumped into the Massena zone left side. Racing after it, Sullivan. And Quenville picks it up. He loses behind the net. They try to clear it around, and coming around on the right side is Scott Loran. He can't get it out. Following it up, Quenville. He has it poked away, and it's poke-checked into the corner, cleared by Ward, the Massena goaltender. Now the Red Raiders start to move it once more. Scott Loran, the long left wing pass for Levine. He dumps into the corner, Plattsburgh zone left side. After it is Loran. Loran clears it around the boards behind the Plattsburgh goaltender. Defenseman back there to pick it up is Mike Reed for Plattsburgh. He has it poke-checked away, goes back into the corner. Right side of the goaltender, cleared around the boards behind the net. Still in the Plattsburgh zone, back to the point. It's dumped into the corner as they try to move it. Levine can't hold on to it in front of the net. It comes back to the blue line, and it's cleared to center ice. In fact, it slides all the way back into the Massena zone, and icing will be the call. We'll move the faceoff back into the Plattsburgh zone. We've played 8 seconds shy of a minute here in the first period. No score in the hockey game.
I think both clubs seem to be feeling each other out. Not too much action as yet. It first went down on Massena end, not much action, no shots on net. Now back in the Plattsburgh end.
It'll be Eddie Underwood out there to face it off against Keith Sullivan. Underwood out there with Puente and Hart. Off the face-off. Puck controlled by Plattsburgh. Around the boards it goes. Robbie Calkins tries to move it out, clears it to center ice. And the play broken up by Underwood. He loses it, comes into the Massena zone. Now it slides back out to center ice. Now the puck dumped back in, picked up there by Tommy Sidden for the Red Raiders. He has a little trouble with it, has to circle behind his own net. Now starts to move it out right side. He's being forechecked ferociously, but managed to get it to Underwood. Underwood dumps it ahead. It's intercepted. Underwood gets it back again, clears into the Plattsburgh zone. Here comes Eddie Underwood on the right wing side. Now back to the point it goes. Did it go out? It did. And they'll have to regroup again as Scott Manley has it as his own blue line. Manley ahead to Hart. Hart dumps for an open wing. Underwood chases it down, backhand into the Plattsburgh zone where it's cleared by a Plattsburgh defenseman, Nesbitt, back to the Massena blue line. Now it's picked up at the Massena blue line by Tommy Sidden. He clears it down the ice, nobody home. It goes all the way across the line, and icing will be the call. Face-off will move back into the Massena zone. Left side of Ward, the goaltender. 13-15 remaining to play here. Period number 1. No score in the hockey game.
Nobody able to generate much of an offense yet, Jerry. Not at all. Just sort of throwing the puck around here, I guess trying to get their feet in the ground.
We haven't had a shot on net, have we? Now we have one. The save. What a save by Ward. Beautiful save on a rebound shot. The initial shot came from Broderick, and one of the forwards got a tip. And I'll tell you, Ward made a great save to stave off the goal. Now the puck in the Plattsburgh zone, cleared around behind the net as Massena trying to make some headway as Canarium's line is out there. Canarium has the puck behind the net, trying to center it. He still has it. Now dumps it into the face-off circle. Right side is picked up by Plattsburgh. They can't clear. Now they do to center ice. It's picked up right there by Quenville. He brings it in. Offsides will be the call, however, as one of the Massena forwards was a little bit ahead of the play, and the faceoff will be out just outside the Plattsburgh zone.
Yeah, that rebound by Todd was a big save. He made the first save, and he gave up the rebound, and then that second save was a real good save. I thought Plattsburgh had a goal in that one, Jerry.
Well, the first save, semi-routine. Right. It was a shot from the blue line, but he did give up the big rebound, but he covered himself up well.
He sure did.
Off the faceoff, puck clear to center ice. Plattsburgh trying to generate something here. And we're going to have our first penalty of the ball game, and it's going to go against Plattsburgh as Tommy Nesbitt, a defenseman, is going to pick up an interference call. And so he throws his hands out. Of course, they all do when they get the penalties called on them.
Who, me? Not me?
Yeah, well, I would never. No way. But Massena will show us power play for the first time tonight as Levine comes out. Tayo, I believe, is out there. Yes, he is. And let's see, who's the other? Is that Bobby Hart on the other side? No.
No, he's moving Hurlbut up on the power play.
There we go. Levine has the puck in his own zone. Starts to move it. Here comes Levine down the right wing side. He's got Hurlbut with him. And offsides was Todd Tayo on the left wing. And they'll face it off just outside the
last few games, he's moved Mike Hurlbut up on that right wing. When Scott Manley came back from that injury, he's got Scott Manley and Tommy Sidden back on the points. And Mike Hurlbut up in that right wing.
Off the face-off. The puck comes to Tayo in on the left wing side, drops it back. They try to move it around. Here's a shot from the point, the save made by Plattsburgh goaltender Kyle King. Now it's picked up by Tayo once again. Tayo back to the point. It goes to Manley. Manley back to Tayo, about halfway in, right side of the goaltender. Tayo, nice move, backhand shot, and that was knocked down by a defenseman in front of the net, and it's picked up by Hurlbut. Hurlbut in the corner now, left side of the goaltender, clears around behind the net for Tayo. Here's Tayo, he's tied up, and the puck cleared around the boards there. Good defensive play made by Mike Reed. Now the puck goes back to Todd Tayo. Tayo, right side of the goaltender in the corner, trying to center it. Reed, another good play to knock that one down. Reed tries to tie it up. He and Tayo along the boards. Tayo gets free somehow. Here's Tayo again. All the way back to the point it goes. And, he couldn't quite keep it in. Tommy Sidden had it, and it kind of bounced over his stick out to center ice.
Just outside. Just outside. So the face-off would be just outside the Plattsburgh blue line. I got 31 seconds to the penalty to Nesbitt. Massena still in the power play. No score. 11:33 left to go in the first period.
And we're ready for the face-off. Out to take the draw for Plattsburgh against Levine was Tim Kelly. Off the draw, it comes to Manley. Manley over to Sidden. Sidden has a jump over his stick, has to circle back to his own zone. Now to Manley, left wing side. Manley across the red line, dumps it ahead to Tayo. Tayo in on the left wing side. He stops in the corner, trying to set things up. Back to the point it goes. Here's Manley. Manley, back to Tayo. Tayo about halfway in, back to Manley at left point. Manley now across right point it goes. Sidden trying to get it to Hurlbut. Hurlbut back to the point it goes. Here's Manley. His shot goes through a crowd, deflected wide, goes in the left corner. Hurlbut after it. Clears behind the net. Todd Tayo tries to pick it up. Goes all the way back to the point. Here's Sidden. Winds the shot through a screen. Knocked down in front. It's right in front. No, it isn't. Nice save by the goaltender. As I thought that was going to get through, as Levine was in there chopping away with his stick.
And, Levine and Tayo are in there, but Kyle King went down on his knees and his pads. They covered up that puck, Jerry. That was the first, you might say, good scoring opportunity that Massena's had.
Well, it's a good chance for the Red Raiders, but unfortunately for them, the penalty is up as they were unable to capitalize, and Eddie Underwood's line comes out for the Red Raiders. Off the draw, puck cleared around the boards as Plattsburgh's trying to get something going here. Long headman pass goes into the zone. Keith Sullivan after it. Sullivan goes behind the net with Quenville. Sullivan comes away with a puck, clears around right side, and the puck slides free back to the point. Here's a shot from the point, a high bouncer, and that goes wide of everything, and it's picked up there as Massena's Bobby Hart clears. Ahead to Underwood. Underwood leaves. Here's a shot knocked down by a defenseman. He felt that one. Now Underwood picks it up behind his own net. Underwood has it poke checked away from him. Now goes back into the corner. Racing back to pick it up for Plattsburgh is Sullivan. Sullivan loses. Underwood after it there for Massena. He's trying to tie it up. The puck squirts free. Puente picks it up for a moment. Now he loses it. And the Hornets, no, they don't clear it out. It's kept in again. Now finally it does come to center ice. Underwood can't control. Back to the Massena blue line. Cleared ahead. Hart goes after it. And I don't think he's going to get to it, though, because Tom Nesbitt skates behind his own net, starts out left side. Here comes Nesbitt across the blue line. Poke checked away from him. Good play there by Canarium. His shot deflected high and wide and goes up off the ice surface, and we'll have a face-off. So Putter Canarium made a good steal at the blue line and came in and took the shot from the right side, but it was deflected by a stick and went high over the net.
All right, we got 9:42 to go in the first period. Still no score, and only really no what you call the one good save by Todd Ward. But other than that, Jerry, no really good scoring chances by either team.
Now, Massena had the one chance on the power play, but big pile up in front of the net. So the face-off with Canarium taking it for Massena. The shot, a nice save there by Kyle King, as that shot taken right off the face-off. Now the puck comes along the boards and bounces high over the boards and into the stands, and we'll face it off. Let's see, they're going to move the face-off outside the Plattsburgh zone. Canarium out there to take the face-off, and he'll be drawing against Scott Kerr. Kerr is centering Mike Rose and Craig Lapierre for Plattsburgh. Playing defense, Broderick and Dandro. Here's a shot. Another shot goes just wide of the net. Taking that shot was Canarium again, so he's had a couple of opportunities here as Plattsburgh try to get something going. They clear it around the boards. Massena starting to exert a little bit of pressure here in the middle portions of this first period. Now the puck dumped into the corner again by Scott Manley. After it there is Dandro. Dandro tries to clear around behind his own net. It comes back to Manley at the point again. He slides it right through, and finally Plattsburgh will clear it. Comes to center ice into the Massena zone. Nope, not quite. Right at the blue line now. The puck along the boards. Plattsburgh trying to get it in. Massena tries to keep it out. It finally squirts back to the red line. Now the puck along the boards, right side. It comes free. Canarium after it. He picks it up right wing side. Canarium into the Plattsburgh zone. Starts to move it around. His shot through a screen. Save made. The rebound right in front. Nobody at home for Massena. Broderick picks it up and starts out. Broderick to center ice, left side. From the red line, just dumps it from the Massena zone. Hurlbut right there for the Raiders as Plattsburgh makes the line change. Now Hurlbut, the headman pass. Here comes a good chance for the Red Raiders, but Plattsburgh managed to get back and get their people out there as they were changing their line and start out again to center ice. They just dump it right on. Ward's going to make the save, and he saw somebody coming right at him. That was Rich Collins. He says, let's cover up and get a face-off.
Right. Plattsburgh almost caught in a line change on that, Jerry. Massena really had the pass was maybe a couple feet off. Otherwise, we'd have had a good shot on that. Face-off now in the Massena end. No score.
Tayo takes the draw. Off the face-off, here's a shot from the Plattsburgh point. And that would have been a field goal.
I think so. That missed the net. It missed the glass. Up by the no smoking sign.
Yes.
Jerry.
Nesbitt took the shot from the right point, and, well, I'll tell you, it took off like a rocket.
It sure did.
Tyle will take the face-off again against Kelly. Off the draw. Puck comes back to Calkins. Calkins at the red line, dumps into the Massena zone. Right there is Quenville. Quenville ahead to Loran. Loran clears to center ice. It's intercepted. Right back into the Massena zone it goes. Quenville with it. Trying to clear ahead to Levine. His pass is intercepted. The puck comes free, and behind the net it goes. Now right in front, here's a chance. Saved by Tyle. The rebound in the net. Nope, I think the whistle blew before that play went in.
Nope, the referee had blown the whistle.
That puck was underneath Ward, and the official lost sight of it.
That's right.
He blew the whistle.
He lost sight of the puck. He was on our side of the ice, and we could not see the puck. It was lying there. It was pushed in the net, but a second before he had blown the whistle, and Plattsburgh's not even arguing the point. I think everybody heard the whistle, but tell you, that was close, Jerry.
The only one who wasn't very happy was Kelly.
Yeah, that's right. He scored the goal.
That's right. That's right. But
face-off will be in the Massena end to the right of goalie Todd Ward.
Eddie Underwood out there with Joe Puente and Bob Hart off the face-off. Back to the point. Here's a shot, and another save by Ward is a blast from Mike Reed. Puck still in the Massena zone. Reed picks it up again, has it poke checked off his stick. In fact, it slides all the way back into the zone of Plattsburgh, and icing will be the call, and we'll move the face-off right back into the Massena zone. Just about halfway through the first period, 7:32, and still no score.
And not a real lot of action, Jerry.
Not yet.
They seem to be in second gear, I think.
Haven't made that shift to overdrive yet.
That's right.
Underwood will take the face-off against Kelly once more. Here comes Underwood off the draw. He moves it ahead. Underwood's got Hart and Puente with him. Underwood gets by a check into the corner, tries to clear it in front, and it's dumped into the corner by a defenseman there. That's Mike Reed. Now the puck back to the point, kept in by Tommy Sidden. He clears it around behind the Plattsburgh net. Oh, the Plattsburgh defenseman just cleared it right in front of his own net, but the goaltender was right there to clear it back out. It comes to center ice and is picked up by Manley. Manley, headman for Underwood, a little bit too far. That's intercepted. It comes back into the Massena zone, right back out, and cleared by Puente back into the Plattsburgh zone. Back for it there is Mike Reed, circles behind his own net, starts out right side of his goaltender. Now passes around on the other side for Bill Broderick. Broderick loses it in the skate, now clears back to Reed. Reed back to Broderick as they play catch behind the net. Finally, they try to clear it out, kept in at the point there by the Red Raiders as John Ratty was on the ice there to dump it in. Now the puck cleared to center ice. Manley after it there at the red line. Manley with a puck now, backhand pass meant for Ratty. A little bit too far for him. That's intercepted, but he follows up on the play anyway. Now he tries to circle right in front, and the poke check brings it back to Quenneville at the point. His shot through a screen, knocked down, doesn't get there, and finally it's dumped down the length of the ice. That's going to be an icing call against Plattsburgh as Massena again starting to put a little pressure on, so they said, let's get it out of here.
I think Plattsburgh getting a little tired. They've been on that line, been on for quite a while, Jerry, so he said, well, let's throw the puck all the way down and let's get a line change. That's what they're doing. Face off to the left of Plattsburgh goalie Kyle King.
And it'll be Canarium's line out there, and he'll be facing off against Sullivan, left side, Plattsburgh zone. Off the draw. Puck comes around behind Plattsburgh net as they try to clear it out of there, and they do manage to get it to center ice. Hurlbut throws a check there. Canarium picks up the puck, circles back into his own zone, taken away from him, but Ward right there to come up with it. Ward now, Tad Ward, has it taken away from him at the Plattsburgh blue line, and the Hornets start right back again and dump it into the Massena zone. Comes behind the net. Todd Ward stops inside of his own net, leaves it for Hurlbut. Hurlbut has a little trouble, but managed to get it to head to Canarium. Here comes Canarium ahead to Tad Ward. His pass intercepted, has to come back for it. Canarium circling at his own blue line, ahead to Ward. Ward now dumps through as John Ratty moves in on the right side, tries to pass it through. Nice play by the Plattsburgh defenseman to break that one up. Now the puck comes free again. Here come the Hornets. They dump it back into the Massena zone from center ice. It's stopped by Todd Ward behind the net. He leaves for Quenneville. Quenneville has it taken away from him. Puck free in the face-off circle. They try to center. Goes all the way back to the point. The shot through a screen is knocked down, and it goes behind the Massena net, where it's banged by Canarium. He tries to get it out. Now Levine is Massena in the middle of a line change. Clears it ahead. Here comes John Ratty. In on the right side, just dumps it to give the Red Raiders a chance to change their line. Now Levine trying to forecheck in the Plattsburgh zone. They start to move it around. Here comes Garrett. Garrett, a shot from the blue line. The save made by Ward for Massena. Puck takes a funny bounce off the boards, and Plattsburgh manages to keep it in. Unfortunately for Plattsburgh, there's only one of them. And we are going to have a penalty on the play, and I think it's going to go against the Raiders, Reg.
I think Tommy Sidden's going off. I'm not sure what the call is. Hooking.
Hooking, I think.
Right. So Plattsburgh will go on the power play. The face-off will be in the Massena zone. Tommy Sidden off a minute and a half for hooking.
So now the Red Raiders will send out Canarium and Underwood, Manley, and who else is going out there for Massena? Hurlbut to kill off the penalty. It's going to be Tim Kelly on the power play for Plattsburgh, Pete Sullivan and Rich Collins, Mike Reed, and Rob Calkins at the points. Face-off left side in the Massena zone is Underwood. Will take the draw against Kelly off the face-off. The puck comes to Collins, back to the point. It goes to Calkins, left point, trying to center it through. They try to pass it, and the play is intercepted. Here comes Putter Canarium down the left side. He's just going to dump it down the length of the ice. That shot happened to go right on, and Rob Calkins picks it up. Passes around to Mike Reed. Reed, being forechecked by Underwood, goes back to Calkins behind the net. Now Calkins, long left wing pass for Pete Sullivan. Sullivan at his own blue line tries to pass it ahead. That's intercepted by Hurlbut. Here comes Hurlbut. Makes a nice move and just backhands it. Doesn't get all the way through. And it's stopped once again behind the Plattsburgh net, as the Hornets haven't really been able to get anything going at all yet on this power play. 50 seconds left in the man-up situation. Here comes Kelly. Kelly fires one, and that was deflected high over the net, over the glass, and into the wall on the far side.
Got 3:53 to go. No score in the first period. Tommy Sidden got 45 seconds left in his penalty. Plattsburgh still on the power play, and the face-off will be in the Massena end to the right of goalie Todd Ward.
Now, let's see here. Underwood stays out there. Loran is out there. Hurlbut. And, let's see, is that
Manley, I think,
Manley
is
on the
out
other
there
side? Yep. And he has the puck right now. Takes it on the left side and finds the hole and dumps it down the length of the ice and eats up a few more seconds on this power play. Billy Broderick for the Hornets now picks it up. He's out there. Reed's still out there. And this time it's Keith Sullivan, John Guerin, and John Stewart's line out there for Plattsburgh. Picking the puck up, it's Sullivan. Sullivan clears into the Massena zone. Ward tries to stop it, goes by him. Hurlbut will try to pick it up. He can. Here's a shot by Reed from the blue line. That goes wide all the way back to the other point. Now they try to move it around. Manley poke checks it into the corner. It's picked up there by Garrett. Back to the point. Here's Broderick. Jumps into Guerin again. Garrett dumps behind the net as Plattsburgh trying to get something going. Here comes the wraparound play, and Manley came back and broke that one up in fine fashion. Hurlbut follows up, clears it ahead, and here comes Hart. Hart, long right wing pass. The penalty is up. Here come the Red Raiders. They start to move it. Loran, and his shot doesn't get all the way through. Now the puck free in front, and Hart got a shot off. That one went wide. Loran after it now. Loran back to the point. It goes Quenneville. Quenneville over on the other side. Here's a blast from Tom Sidden. That one's deflected wide. Puck comes to Underwood, right side of the goaltender. Clears it around behind. It comes free. No, it isn't tied up in the back of the net. Now it comes free left corner of the goaltender as Massena's starting to put on some forechecking pressure here. Now Hart after it. He can't come up with it. The puck's still in the corner. And Plattsburgh trying to tie it up, but Massena would have nothing to do with that. Now it comes free behind the net. It comes to Reed. The backhand pass off the boards to Stewart, and he finally manages to get it out to center ice. Now it's Quenneville dumping it right back into the Plattsburgh zone. Mike Reed is right there. Reed's been on the ice for most of this first period, I think, hasn't he, Reg?
He sure has.
And he manages to dump the puck back into the Massena zone where Tommy Sidden picks it up. Sidden, the long headman pass. It's intercepted right at the red line. The puck comes free, and where is it? Still at the red line. Finally, the backhand dump. It goes into the Massena zone, and racing it down is Quenneville. Quenneville stops behind his own net, now clears it around the boards. It goes to Puente. He's bodied out of the play. The puck comes free. Here's a shot knocked down in front, and it's picked up again behind the net by Sidden. Here comes Sidden out on the off-wing side, clears it down the ice, and is that going to be icing? It's not going to go far enough, I don't believe.
Won't
no, it
get down
doesn't.
there, no.
And Eric Dandro picks the puck up and starts back for Plattsburgh. Kind of overskated it there. Didn't get it out of the zone as Ratty picks it up. Ratty clears it ahead. And back behind the net where it's cleared again by Plattsburgh as they start to move it out of the zone. And we are down to 1:10 left to go in the period as they're playing at center ice right now. Finally, the Hornets dump it right on. That was a deceptive shot. It came from center ice, but Ward had to watch it, and he did make the save on it. Now it's Scott Manley with the puck for the Red Raiders. Headman pass goes to Tayo. Tayo trying to dump it down the right wing side to Ratty. The puck goes a little bit too far for him, and icing will be called. As Ratty tried to catch up with it, but couldn't quite do it. That'll move the face-off back into the Red Raider zone.
He was all alone anyway as Massena was changing lines. There wasn't anybody within, I think, 100 feet of him down there, Jerry. I got only 50 seconds to go in the first period. No score as yet. Face-off is back in the Massena end.
It'll be Putter Canarium out there with Tad Ward, and I think that's Ratty on the other side. Yeah. Off the face-off, Hurlbut. And Manley is the other defenseman, incidentally. Now the puck comes to Ratty. Clears it ahead. Goes for Ward. A little bit too far for him. And it's Mike Reed there to clear it back into the Massena zone. Here's a chance for Plattsburgh. The shot just wide. Good chance there by John Guerin as he was all by himself, but he was falling, and he couldn't quite get the accurate shot off. Now the puck picked up once again. Here comes John Stewart. He just dumps it wide of the net. Goes around behind the Massena net as Hurlbut comes up with it. Here's Hurlbut trying to pass it ahead. It goes to Ratty. Ratty clears to Canarium. Here's Canarium's shot. Oh, nice save made there by Kyle King. Plattsburgh goaltender on Canarium. Now the puck comes in front to Ratty. It's knocked off his stick back to the blue line, and Quenneville couldn't quite keep it in as time runs out in the first period. And so, Reg Cross, we've played a period of hockey here at Plattsburgh State's Fieldhouse, and we still have not seen a score here in period number 1. 0-0 our score after a period of play. Tonight's broadcast is being brought to you by the AM/PM Mini Mart on the corner of Main and West Orvis Streets in Massena. The AM/PM Mini Mart open 24 hours a day with gas and grocery needs. The M.E. Avery Company, Railroad Street, Massena.
I'm sure, Plattsburgh's a little bit in awe of Massena, Jerry. Massena has been a perennial, powerhouse, you might say, and Plattsburgh are one of the new kids on the block, so-called, and I think there may be a little bit of awe of Massena out there.
Well, so far it's been an even hockey game.
Yeah, that's right. It doesn't show it on the scoreboard,
No,
though,
it
does
doesn't.
it? No.
No, it doesn't at all. Pretty even through 15 minutes of play. We're just about ready to start the second period. It'll be Tim Kelly's line out there for Plattsburgh against, or I should say centering, Pete Sullivan and Rich Collins. Bill Broderick will be playing 1 point, and let's see who's going to be on the other point. Reed? Yeah, it's got to be Reed. He played most of the first period.
He played most of that first period. He didn't come off the ice too often, Jerry, did he?
No, I didn't see him off the ice too often. He's been playing with another defenseman. One of the other five or the other four rotating in along with Reed for the most part. And it looks like it's going to be Todd Tayo's line out there for Massena. Tayo, Levine on the left side, and Scott Loran on the right side. And Ward is still in the nets. Hurlbut and Quenneville will be the 2-point men for the Red Raiders. Now the official is down there in the Massena
some kind of a hold-up, Jerry. I'm not sure
what he's talking about.
I don't know either. The referees are skating around, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure what the problem is. Massena players around their net to the referee said, "Hey, there's a lot of water." I think it's right in them. Yeah, right in front of it.
That's what it is.
But you know, we mentioned it is warm in here, and the water that they've put on the ice is not really frozen all the way around. We can still see little puddles of water there, and of course, right by the net, there's a lot of water in there, and the goalies do not like any water around their net at all.
Goalies like to have every chance they can get.
They certainly do, yeah.
So now Mr. Ward is roughing up the crease. A time-honored tradition of goaltenders. And I think we'll be ready to start period number 2 momentarily. No score in the hockey game. Both teams, Massena, a couple of good chances. Plattsburgh, a couple of chances. In fact, they had one that was whistled dead that went in the net. So even Steven all the way. The shots on net were pretty close. Plattsburgh at 8, Massena 7. So all in all, pretty close. They dropped the puck off the face-off, dumped into the Massena zone. Hurlbut after it. Starts to move it out. Pass ahead. Goes too far for Loran. Goes all the way back in the Plattsburgh zone. Racing back for it is Broderick behind his own net. Clears it around to Reed. Back to Broderick. Broderick has a jump over his stick. Goes left side of the goaltender as Massena's Tayo trying to put some pressure on. Now the puck stolen right in front. The backhand shot. Nice save as Loran off a funny bounce.
That's got a weird bounce, Jerry. But it came right up on Loran's stick. He went in front of the net, took a good backhand, but Kyle King made probably his best save of the night there against Scott Loran.
Nice save as Loran. He couldn't have had a better pass to him, could he?
Oh, it came right on his stick.
Right on
he looked down and, hey, what do I got here?
Off the face-off, left side of Plattsburgh zone. Loran, another shot deflected. That one just wide, deflected by Levine. Levine now trying to come up with it in the corner, left side of the goaltender. Here's Levine, has it poke checked away from him. Puck comes free, and now the Hornets try to move it out. It's Kelly. Kelly, long right wing pass for Rich Collins into the Massena zone. Hurlbut picks it up there. Hurlbut circles in front of his own goaltender, clears it ahead. It goes to Loran. Loran now to Quenneville, a little bit too far for him, intercepted, now following up. Once again, here's Todd Tayo. Tayo in on the right wing side, has it poke checked away from him, comes back to center ice as the Hornets start to move it. Timmy Kelly with it, has it taken off his stick, now a pile up right at the red line, and finally Loran tries to dump it in the zone, it's deflected, Levine has to circle back. Now his shot from the blue line knocked down, comes free in the face-off circle, and Reed headmans. Reed to Rich Collins. Now Collins on the off wing into the Massena zone. Collins gets by a check by Hurlbut. Tries to center it right in front. The puck knocked down. Back into the corner it goes. Now Ward, the goaltender, clears it ahead to Underwood as Massena starts to change their line. Ahead it goes to Puente. Puente now to Hart. Hart to Underwood. Face-off circle shot. And a nice save again by Kyle King. Not an awful lot to shoot at, though, that time.
No, Eddie Underwood was in a little bit too far on that right-hand side, and he just shot against almost the chest of Kyle King. He just came out, didn't give Eddie Underwood anything to shoot at. So he made the save, stopped the puck. The face-off will be in the Plattsburgh end. No score here in the second period.
Scott Kerr out there with Lapierre and Rose. Underwood's line stays out from Massena. Off the draw, puck right on, another save made by King. Now cleared around behind the nets by Nesbitt. Comes to center ice, picked up there by Scott Manley. Manley circles in his own zone. He's being forechecked on the play. by Lapierre. Manley still has it. Now tries to clear it ahead. Intercepted again. Now dumped behind the net. Back to pick it up is Tommy Sidden. Starts out right side of his own goaltender. Sidden, long wing pass. Goes to Puente. Puente ahead to Hart. His shot. Save made again by Kyle King. So Massena starting out shooting here. Now it's Underwood. Has it poke checked away from him. Puck comes free. Cleared along the boards. And Plattsburgh gets to center ice. Here comes Kerr. His shot from the blue line. Save made by Ward. Gives up the rebound, but right there to pick it up is Tom Sidden. Sidden tries the headman to Puente. Follows up on his own pass. Back to the point. Kept in once again by Bill Broderick. Dumps into the corner as Plattsburgh tries to get something going. Lapierre. He's poke checked out of the play. Now the puck tied up along the boards, and we will have a face-off in the Massena zone. Right side with 12:32 left to go in the middle period. And still, Reg, no score in the hockey game.
No score. Massena having probably the best chance when Scott Loran took that little backhand against Kyle King. He came up with a big save. They've had a few other shots, but Kyle King handled those rather easily.
Putter Canarium out there now for Massena with Tad Ward and John Ratty. Off the face-off, the puck comes free. Incidentally, Keith Sullivan's line for Plattsburgh out there. Here comes Canarium, dumps back to Hurlbut, back to Canarium, ahead it goes to Ward. Tad Ward leads for Canarium. Canarium can't get the shot off. Back to the blue line. Hurlbut winds his shot. Ooh, nice save again by Kyle King, the goaltender. He's been busy. Now Hurlbut again, a blast from the point. Scores! Mike Hurlbut. There may have been a deflection in front, but Hurlbut took the shot from the point. It may have been Ratty.
Yeah, in fact, he took the first shot, made the save. It came right back to him within, 5 seconds back to the point. And that shot, that puck never left the ice. I'm not sure if Mike Hurlbut got the goal or not, but at least he took the shot from the point. Well, Massena goes ahead 1-0.
That was either, I would say, Ratty or Ward if it wasn't to Hurlbut, because they were in there somewhere. But we'll have to wait on the official. But Massena takes the lead in the hockey game. Off the faceoff, here come the Hornets. And I think we had a whistle. Yes, we did. And an offsides. Here's the official. Okay, so it is Ratty getting the goal from Hurlbut and Tad Ward. So there was a deflection in front.
Yeah.
I thought so.
Yeah, we weren't sure. It was a good shot by Mike Hurlbut. John Ratty getting the first goal.
Off the faceoff. Here come the Red Raiders. They try to get something going, dumping the Plattsburgh zone, but right there to stop it is Calkins, clears to center ice. Now that line's still out there, the Canarian line. Here comes Mike Quenville on the off wing into the zone. Backhand pass goes all the way through. It's intercepted by Mike Reed. Reed bangs off the boards and up into the stands, and the face-off will come in the Plattsburgh zone. So Massena draws first blood in this one, as John Ratty will get credit for the goal. Assist going to Mike Hurlbut, who took 2 in a row from the point. The second one got through, and also picking up an assist, Tad Ward. Face-off will be right side in the Plattsburgh zone. Tayo's line comes back out for Red Raiders. Tim Kelly's line out for the Hornets. Off the face-off, there's a shot that was knocked down. Peter Levine got that one off. It bounces all the way to center ice. Picked up there by Scott Manley. Manley tries to clear it ahead, intercepted by Dandro. Dandro loses. Here comes Levine. Levine, his shot. Nice glove save by Kyle King. That was labeled for the corner.
It sure was a good shot by Peter Levine that time. I think he sort of used his other winger as a screen. He let go a nice quick sort of a snapshot, and good save by Kyle King.
Tell you, they always say the wrist shot's better than the slap shot, and I believe it. Off the face-off, puck cleared around the boards as Plattsburgh trying to get something going here. They're trailing 1-0. Broderick tries to clear to his defenseman Dandro. Now Massena intercepts as they have another chance. Goes back. Here's Sidden's shot, knocked down, comes free in front, and the play broken up there. Good defensive play by Broderick, and he circles behind his own net. Here's Broderick now. Starts to move it, bounce pass, comes over to his partner Dandro. Dandro tries to clear it out of there. Sidden couldn't keep it in. Now the play broken up by Manley as it slid all the way through. They tried to hit the man breaking through, which was Tim Kelly. And he tried to get by Manley. Manley was ready for him, though.
Manley,
a nice check.
He played the man. He played it just as a defenseman is supposed to do. They say, don't play the puck, play the man, and that's just what Scott Manley did that time.
And he did. He let the puck slide through. Ward made the save, and now we're going to have a face-off.
That's the way the coaches tell him to do it.
That's right. And he stuck to basics that time and made the right play. Underwood's line out there now against the Scott Kerr line. Kerr out there with Lapierre and Rose. And it's Underwood, Hart, and Puente. Off the face-off. Puente has it for a second, can't hold on to it. Puck free in the face-off circle. Shot knocked down. Puente follows it up, dumps to center ice. Follows it. Puente is going to dump it. That one goes right on. King makes the save, leaves right corner. Hard after it there for Massena. Can't quite come up to it as Broderick steers it around on the other side. Now Broderick passes to Dandro. Dandro takes it out of his own zone. Long right wing pass is knocked down. Plattsburgh has to regroup. Now they bring it in the Massena zone. The play knocked down. Quenneville will chase it into the corner behind his own goalie. Now Quenneville has a little trouble stick handling. Comes up with it finally. Clears it ahead. Here comes Hart down the left wing side. Pass a little bit too far, but he catches up with it. He's knocked out of the play by Broderick. The puck comes free right corner behind the Plattsburgh goaltender. Now the Hornets start to move it. It's Mike Rose on the right wing side. His pass intercepted by Underwood at the red line. He backhands it right back into the Plattsburgh zone. Racing back for it is Dandro. Apparently, it's going to be an icing, huh?
It was an icing. Eddie let that shot go just on the other side of the red line. I didn't think they were going to call it because the puck was moving so slowly. But it got over the goal line, so they did call it for icing. The face-off will be back into Massena, and Massena leads 1-0 on a goal by John Ratty.
And that line's back out there again. Putter Canarium will be doing the face-off against Tim Kelly off the draw. Puck sitting in the face-off circle, cleared right in front, and Sidden had a little trouble with it, but finally he comes up with it and dumps it ahead. Now the puck to center ice. No, it doesn't get to center ice. Intercepted there by the Hornets as they try to keep it in the zone, but Manley clears it ahead. Now Canarium racing for it. He's in a foot race, and he's beaten to the puck there. And right back come the Hornets, trying to clear it out. Now Sidden dumps into the corner. Banged around the boards. Reed chases it down, but it doesn't get it out. Manley, his shot through a screen, goes high and wide. Comes over on the other side. Sidden. Sidden tries to dump it into the corner. Canarium after it. He's taken out of the play. The puck comes free. They move it around right in front. Finally, it's picked up by Ward. Back to the point. Here's Sidden shot through traffic. Doesn't get anywhere. And finally, Plattsburgh will dump to center ice, and they've got a man. Manley. Now the pass comes on the right side, and oh, nice play there to break it up. I think that was Manley again. Yes, it was. He made a diving poke check to break up the Plattsburgh pass play. Now the puck comes free back to the blue line, kept in there. And
all right, it was two number 16s. Manley made the play on John Stewart of Plattsburgh coming in that right-hand side. Almost got the shot off, but Manley sort of stuck his stick out and just prevented Stewart of getting the shot off. It was almost a semi-breakaway there, Jerry, that Plattsburgh had. And right now, I've only got Todd Ward down for one save. Plattsburgh not getting a lot of shots here on net in the second period. Massena leads 1-0.
Off the face-off, Tayo takes the draw. It's dumped into the Massena zone. Quenneville back for it. Mike Quenneville with a puck now around to Levine. Levine can't get it out of the zone. Now it comes free. Quenneville again starts to move it. Here comes Quenneville. He's got Tayo with him. Quenneville's going to take the shot. Before he can get it off, it's poke checked away by Broderick. Comes back to center ice. Scott Loran with it. Loran dumps for Hurlbut in his own zone. Hurlbut has it poke checked away from him into the corner. Now the puck tied up there. We're going to have a face-off. As soon as the whistle blows, it does. And the face-off will come right side of Todd Ward in the Massena zone.
You know, I think that time if Manley would have looked up a little bit, he had number 9, Todd Tayo, breaking right ahead of him. I think a little headman to puck. I'm not sure if he saw him, but he has split the defense. All he had to do was just shove that puck up to him, and I think Todd Tayo would have been away.
Here's Underwood now as his line steps on the ice. Underwood will face it off against Tim Kelly. Now we have Thomas.
Thomas coming out. First time tonight Thomas has been out there, I believe.
I was going to say,
Gary.
This is a new person on the ice.
Yep, Andy Thomas coming out there.
And he gets the puck off the face-off. Dumps behind the Massena net to Sidden. Now back to Thomas. Thomas taken out of the play. The puck comes free as Plattsburgh trying to put some pressure on. Now the puck behind the Massena net. As the Hornets clear it all the way back to the point, it goes to Nesbitt. His shot through traffic goes wide, way wide. Now back to Broderick at the other point. He just dumps it into the corner. Trying to chase it down there is Pete Sullivan. He and Sidden go together, and Sullivan wants to tie it up. Sidden doesn't, comes away with a puck. Nice play by Tommy Sidden. Sidden, the headman pass, goes to Thomas. Thomas, a little bit too far for him, cleared back into the Massena zone. We're going to have a tripping call on Ed Underwood, and he knows it. There's the whistle as Pete Sullivan was standing right at the Massena blue line, and Underwood went for the puck with his stick, and he got to Sullivan's leg instead and tripped him up. And that'll give Plattsburgh the power play.
Yeah, no doubt about that one. In fact, the referee was only standing about 10 feet away, Jerry. He couldn't miss that one. Eddie Underwood going in the penalty box, minute and a half for tripping. Plattsburgh will go on the power play. 7:46 to go in the second period. Massena on top by a score of 1-0.
Canarium out there to kill it off. Butter Canarium. Scotty Loran also out there. Manley is playing 1 point, and Sid on the other side. As Broderick has the puck now, passes over to Reed, the 2-point men on the power play, and it's Keith Sullivan's line out there as Sullivan dumps into the Massena zone, but offsides will be called with 7:32 left to play, just about halfway through the hockey game. 1-0, Massena leads. That goal scored here in the second period, 2:50 of the second period?
2:50 of the second period, Jerry.
Well, as Ratty got the goal from Hurlbut and Ward. Face-off just outside the Massena zone, off the draw. The puck at the blue line. Loran backhands it all the way back into the Plattsburgh zone. Broderick races for it. Broderick, left side of his own goaltender, being bothered there by Canarium. He's all over the ice tonight. Now back to Broderick. Broderick starts to move out of his own zone. Headman pass to Garrett. Garrett has it poke checked away by Canarium, gets it back, dumps into the Massena zone. Manley after it there for the Red Raiders. Here's Manley, stops behind his own net. Now starts out left side of goaltender Ward, finds the hole and dumps it down the length of the ice. Plattsburgh will have to regroup again. Here comes Broderick. He's out there with Reed. Broderick to Reed. Starts out right side. Passes back to Broderick. Broderick headman stolen by Loran. Here's Loran 1-on-2. Makes a dandy move. Here comes Loran. No, Plattsburgh gets back before Scott could get anything going. Now it's Canarium. Canarium has it taken away. Loran comes up with it for a second. Now taken off his stick by Keith Sullivan. Sullivan now trying to clear it out to Stewart. John Stewart with a puck ahead to Sullivan. Here comes Sullivan out on the right wing side. His pass ahead too far for everyone. Goaltender Ward clears it into the corner. Puck still in the Massena zone now. Puck behind the net. Sullivan after it there. Around right side. Centers right in front. Where's the puck? And good chance there for Stewart, but he couldn't come up with it. And Massena fires it all the way down the ice. In fact, King had to make a save. Now they're back to full strength. Here's Levine. Nice move. King makes the save. Levine gets it behind the net. Levine still has it. Centers right in front. Here's Loran. Can't get the shot off. The puck comes free, and Plattsburgh is going to clear it to center ice as Massena. A couple of good opportunities. Couldn't find the handle. And here's a shot from just inside the blue line. Offsides had been blown, but Todd Ward made a good save
chance,
anyway.
Just before that, Massena just couldn't find the handle. Todd Ward just couldn't find the handle of the puck. The puck was sitting just out of the crease, but he just couldn't get a stick on the puck. A good chance missed by Massena right there, Jerry.
Certainly was.
Yeah.
Loran had a good chance. Levine had a good chance, and they just couldn't get a stick on the puck.
Loran and the Canarium did a good job cleaning off that penalty up front.
They sure did. Very good job. Off the face-off. Offsides right away is Todd Tayo's line back out there. Tayo, Loran, or I think Levine is out there. Yeah, Loran is out there. And it's Quenneville and Hurlbut at the points. Tim Kelly's line out there for Plattsburgh. Pete Sullivan on the left side. Rich Collins on the right side. Off the face-off. Puck right at the Massena blue line. Now it's poke checked in. And Mike Hurlbut after it. Hurlbut behind his own net. Starts out left side. Tries to pass it ahead. His pass is intercepted. And Hurlbut tries to tie it up. Now he's going to pass it ahead. Goes all the way back to the point. Here's Nesbitt. His shot goes in. That may have been deflected, but Nesbitt took the shot from the right point.
He was way over in that right-hand point, right next to the board, Jerry, when he shot that. And it went to the stick side of Todd Ward, high up in the net. I don't know if it was deflected. I don't think it was deflected,
I don't
Jerry.
think so either. I really don't.
I don't know if Ward did not see that shot or not.
Nesbitt took the shot.
Ties it up. Plattsburgh scores with 5:32 to go. It's Plattsburgh 1, Massena 1.
So Nesbitt, I think, will get credit for that. We'll have to wait and see. But some sloppy defensive work in the Massena zone actually led to that goal.
It sure did.
Off the face-off. Puck poke check back into the Massena zone. Quenneville there. Ahead to Hurlbut. Hurlbut starts to move, circles in front of his own net, clears it ahead for Loran. That went way too far for Scotty, and it goes across the red line. Offsides, or I should say icing, will be called, and that'll move it back into the Massena zone. And you know, Reg, a goal like that can really do something for a team. We'll have to wait and see, but Plattsburgh, I think, might be fired up now.
Well, Nesbitt got the goal. I didn't hear the assist, but they gave the goal to Nesbitt. He fired that from the far right-hand point, but I tell you, Massena had about 3 good chances, the defense, of getting that puck out, and they did not do it.
And we will have Scott Kerr's line out there again as we're ready to face it off. That's Underwood's line for Massena. Off the face-off, puck in the Massena zone. And it comes back to the blue line. A lot of people sparring for it. It finally comes free. It's kept in at the point, dumped into the corner. After it is Tommy Sidden for Massena. Starts out, has it poke checked away. Puck comes free right in front. Good play again by Manley to take the man, knock him out of the play. Now Manley after the puck. Has it poke checked away from him. Puck comes free right in front. Ward gets a stick on it, bounces it to the face-off circle. We have a whistle, and we're going to have a controlling the puck call against Massena, which means the face-off will be in the Massena zone. A hand pass call, I guess.
There's a hand pass. He said Massena man pushed the puck ahead with his hand to his teammate, which of course you cannot do. Face-off will be in Massena, and all tied, 1-1.
Quite a hockey game here at the Plattsburgh State Fieldhouse. Underwood will face it off against Kerr again. Off the draw. The puck comes to Sidden. Sidden right corner, trying to move it out. The headman Underwood. Here comes Eddie Underwood. Pass goes to Hart on the left wing, a little bit too far for him. Hart manages to get by the defenseman. Reed takes it right in front. The shot, score! What a pass play! Eddie Underwood gets the goal, and Hart will get the assist. A beautiful play.
Hart had his head up on that one, boy. He saw Eddie Underwood coming down the slot, Jerry. He just put it right on his stick, and all Eddie Underwood, he'll tell you, he made no mistake either. He got that shot off quick, right behind Kyle King. Massena goes ahead, 2-1. Nice goal, Eddie Underwood from Hart.
That's what you call a bang-bang play.
It sure was.
Yeah, Hart made the good play. He made that goal as he put it right on the stick of Underwood. Off the face-off, Plattsburgh trying to get something going. Underwood has the puck, bounces it off the boards, clears to center ice. Now it's dumped right back into the Massena zone. Sidden with it. Tommy Sidden now moving around, takes it behind his own net. Sidden now waiting, still waiting. Finally passes ahead, that's intercepted, and the puck comes free right in front. The shot goes just wide as Plattsburgh making some noise here. Now the puck cleared around again. Puente picks it up, tries to clear it to center ice, and does. Here comes Underwood once more. He's got Hart, the shot, nice save. The rebound cleared into the corner as it almost worked in reverse that time, Reg.
Right, it was Eddie Underwood hitting Bobby Hart, and it was a nice pass. He got the shot off, but it was just a good save by Carl Thay. I'll tell you, things have picked up here in the last 4 or 5 minutes.
Yes, they have.
Much improved hockey game, really, on both teams. Both teams playing much, much better than they did in the first period, Jerry.
That was a nice pass play, though, as Underwood fed Hart coming in on the left wing side. Hart got the shot off, and a good one, but a good save by King. King left the rebound sitting behind him, but
nobody was there. That's right.
A defenseman managed to clear in the corner. Here's a shot from the point, saved by King. He holds on. No, he didn't hold on. The puck goes wide now as Canarium comes after it. Dumps all the way back to the point. But his shot, he fanned on it. The puck comes free, and here come the Hornets. They've got a 3-on-1. Now Canarium gets back. Nice play. Now the puck into the front, just wide. A good chance there by Plattsburgh. They fired around the boards again, and finally Massena clears to center ice as the Hornets had a couple of good chances there. Now the puck dumped back into the Massena zone as the Raiders are going to try and tie it up there and force a face-off, as they were a little disorganized that time.
I tell you, both teams are fired up right now. It's unbelievable how they can sort of go in slow motion one period. All of a sudden, they both get a goal, and boy, are they fired. Both teams are just fired up, and they're playing much better.
Much better.
Oh, much better game right now.
Face-off will be left side in the Massena zone as they're going to make some changes here. Todd Tayo's line comes out for Massena. Excuse me, we're going to have Tim Kelly's line for Plattsburgh. So the two number 1 lines are out here with 3:14 left to go, period number 2. Off the face-off comes back. Reed can't keep it in. Now a foot race between Reed and Levine. Now here's Tayo. Tayo 3-on-2. Tayo right in front. Can't get the shot off. Is going to take it in the face-off circle, left side of the goaltender. Here's Tayo trying to center. Goes behind the net. Loran tries to sweep it in from the side. His play broken up by Reed. Reed clears it around the boards. Back to the point. Kept in there by Manley. Dumps back into the corner around behind the Plattsburgh net. Reed clears along the boards left side. Sidden tries to keep it in for Massena. He does. Trying to dump it to Tayo. Tayo can't come up with it. Comes to Levine. The front shot. Oh, just wide. Save made by King, and the rebound went just wide. Now the puck's still in the Plattsburgh zone. They say, let's tie it up, and we'll have a face-off. A lot of action right there.
A lot of action. Good shot by Peter Levine last time, and I'm not sure if the goalie, King, got a piece of it or the defenseman got a piece of it, but it just deflected wide, Jerry, of that net. I mean, just wide. Face-off will be in the Plattsburgh end. Massena leads by a score of 2-1. 2:35 left in the second period. Second period, good period of hockey.
Real good period. Underwood will take the face-off. Off the draw, the puck comes free behind the net. Broderick with it, tries to bounce it off the boards, gets it ahead. Now Hurlbut breaks up the play at the red line to Underwood, and he's just going to shovel it into the Plattsburgh zone. Puente in there after it. He overskates the puck. It comes free. It's sitting in the corner. Underwood follows up. Now he runs into traffic. Finally, it bounces back to the point. Quenneville around the boards, comes behind to Puente, centering pass, but the goaltender right there to get a stick on it, dump it back into the left corner. Now finally it's picked up by Kelly. Kelly clears along the boards. It's kept in again by Hurlbut. Hurlbut dumps right in front of the net, but finally Plattsburgh will clear it down the length of the ice. If it doesn't go on, it'll be icing. It doesn't, it will, and we'll have face-off back in the Plattsburgh zone.
I think Plattsburgh said enough of this. It's been our end here too long. We better get this puck out of here, so they ice the puck so they can get a line change. Massena did control that puck, at least a minute and a half, I would say, in the Plattsburgh end. Jerry, unable to score, but putting a lot more pressure on Plattsburgh here in the second period.
Canarium's line coming out now against the Sullivan line. This is Keith Sullivan, John Stewart, and John Garrett. Sitting out there along with Manley at the points for Massena off the face-off. Canarium had a good chance, couldn't get a shot off. Now the puck comes to Ratty. Ratty dumps behind the net for Canarium. Canarium back to Ratty. The backhand shot knocked down by a defenseman. And here come the Hornets once again. Plattsburgh into the zone. It's John Stewart. Stewart clears behind the Massena net. Right there to pick it up is Tom Sidden. Sidden, the headman pass goes to Ratty. Poke checked away from him. Sidden follows it up. Clears it ahead to Ward. Tad Ward, headman for Canarium, too far. It goes into the Plattsburgh zone. Picked up by the Hornets. They clear to center ice once again. Now the puck goes to Manley at his own blue line. Manley, headman to Ratty. Ratty has it bounce off the back of his skate. Goes all the way deep in the Plattsburgh zone. Right there to pick it up is Reed. Reed trying to clear it ahead. As Plattsburgh moves, here's a shot, and I'm not sure if that was on or not, but it hit the shoulder of Ward.
It hit the shoulder of Todd Ward. I think it would have been a little bit wide and maybe a little bit high, but he wasn't going to take any chances on it. It was a hard shot, and just shoulder high, so he just put his shoulder up, deflected it over the glass, so the face-off will be in Massena end. 1:02 to go in the second period. Massena 2, Plattsburgh 1.
It was Keith Sullivan who took that shot. Real hard shot. Off the face-off. In the Massena zone. Here's a shot knocked down as Broderick keeps it in, tries to center it. That's intercepted, and here comes Levine. Levine in on the left wing side, poke checked away from him. Nice play by Nesbitt. Now they clear right in front, and somebody dumped it back to center ice. That may have been the goaltender. Now Hurlbut at his own blue line to Quenneville. Quenneville, the headman for Ward. It bounces off a skate back to Quenneville. His shot from the blue line knocked down. Here comes Loran. He tries to center it. That hit a leg. Now Loran dumps for Levine. It's intercepted. The puck comes free. Levine can't get a stick on it. Still in front of the net. Finally, the Hornets managed to clear it ahead. It goes to Pete Sullivan, and on the right side, his shot saved by Ward, and he hovers up.
I tell you, Ward came out smartly on that to cut down the angle as Plattsburgh man took a real tough slap shot, but Ward really cut down the angle, and I tell you, good thing he did. If he'd have been caught back in the net, that could have been in.
Sure could have. As Sullivan came in rather quickly on the right side, and as you mentioned, Ward came out and cut down the angle. Sullivan had to let the shot go, and it happened to be right at Todd Ward. Face-off left side in the Red Raider zone. Off the face-off as Underwood takes it. It goes to Manley. Manley tries to clear it ahead to Ward. He has a little trouble with it. Taken away from him. Here's a shot. Short side right on. The save made by Ward. Todd Ward. And we'll have another face-off.
That was a good save by Todd Ward. It was a little quick shot from the in close by the right-hand side, but he covered the corner of the net. And face-off now will be to the left of Massena goalie, Todd Ward.
We're down
2-1 Massena.
10 seconds left in the second period. This second period has gone rapidly, hasn't it? Makes a difference what kind of hockey you're watching, doesn't it? Now Ward with it. Clears it behind his own net to Manley. Back to Ward, left side. Ward ahead to Underwood. They're just going to waste this last period. With 1 second left, it goes out into the stands. And we have time for one more face-off. Face-off will be in the Massena zone. Be awful tough to score with 1 second.
From where they are, I would say so.
Yeah.
They're pulling the goalie, but...
they'd almost have to get the shot right off the draw, I would think. Now they're sending Tim Kelly out to take the face-off. And it'll be Eddie Underwood from Massena. 1 second left. There it is. There's the whistle. I don't even think they did miss.
He dropped the puck, and they both fanned on the puck. Kelly for Plattsburgh and Eddie Underwood both fanned on the puck. The whistle blows. Massena leads at the end of 2 periods by a screw.
This side here is pretty empty, though.
I don't know what the arena would hold. 2,500, 3,000 possibly?
I would say.
Something like that. It's a nice arena. It's a nice arena for the, to play. It's good lighting. The ice looks good boards, and it's good place to broadcast from too, Jerry.
Oh, it sure is. Beautiful location. We're not quite at center ice, but almost, and we're high. That's about all you could ask for. Well, it'll be Todd Tayo's line out there as we get ready to face it off against the Tim Kelly line. They're ready to drop the puck for the third period. Massena leads it by a score of 2-1. Off the draw, right back into the Massena zone. Hurlbut will go after it. Left side of his own goaltender, Ward. Hurlbut clears it around the boards. It goes to Loran. Loran to Todd Tayo. Here comes Tayo. He's got Levine with him. Tayo into the zone, right side. Stops in the corner, looking for somebody to pass it to. Right in front, Loran to Levine. The shot. Oh, nice save by King as Levine had the corner picked out. King came from nowhere to make that save, and the puck cleared back to center ice. Hurlbut picks it up. Now passes to his defensive partner, Quenneville. Quenneville circles behind his own net, bounces to Levine on the left wing side. Levine, the headman, that's intercepted, comes free. It's picked up by Quenneville. The headman pass for Loran goes too far for him, and Billy Broderick of Plattsburgh High School will chase it down and stop behind his own net. Now Broderick leaves for Kelly. Kelly back to Broderick behind the Plattsburgh net. He's being bothered by Todd Tayo. Over on the other side to Reed. Reed back to Broderick again as Massena has Plattsburgh pretty well bottled up. Now back to the point. And the puck slides to center ice. And here comes Plattsburgh's Sullivan. Sullivan tries to dump it to the open wing, goes into the corner where it's picked up by Levine. Levine starts out for Massena. He's got Loran and Tayo 3-on-2. Here comes Loran, right side, his shot. Save made. King covers up. And Kyle King has been tested a couple of times here early in the third period. And with 13:43 left to play, it's still 2-1 Massena.
Massena's come out pretty strong. I tell you, Peter Levine took a good shot, and I thought he had the goal. And all of a sudden, Kyle King just put that shoulder or arm in there, and that puck was labeled for that upper left-hand corner, Jerry.
I don't know where he came from.
I don't know either.
He came. Here comes Eddie Underwood out now to take the face-off against Keith Sullivan. Face-off left side in the Plattsburgh zone. Off the draw, it comes behind the net. Nesbitt picks it up, clears it around. Comes free. As they can't get it out of there, Nesbitt gets it back again, passes over to Calkins. Calkins back to Nesbitt. Nesbitt back to Calkins as they play pass behind the Plattsburgh net. Now they finally try to clear the puck stolen. Here's a chance to score! Massena as Tommy Sidden stole the puck.
He had that eyed all the way. If you what they were playing, tag there almost, the two Plattsburgh defensemen. All of a sudden, well, he telegraphed the pass, Jerry, out to his center man. Tommy Sidden just stepped in, picked up that pass, shot it past Kyle King. Massena goes ahead, 3-1. Just good anticipation by Tommy Sidden.
Tommy Sidden unassisted, I would imagine.
Oh, yeah, it has to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Face off as we get Canarium out there to draw against Keith Sullivan. Putter Canarium with the puck now, dumps back to Quenneville at his own blue line. Quenneville has it stolen away from him. Here's a chance for Plattsburgh. The backhand shot goes just wide. A good opportunity there for Garrett, and he didn't get a good shot off, and a good chance to get back in the game for Plattsburgh, but no dice. Now the puck picked up by Garrett at the blue line again, dumps into the corner. Centering pass comes right in front, Canarium trying to pass it, and he follows through and finally gets it out to Ratty. Ratty, poke checked away from him, comes to Quenneville. Quenneville ahead to Ward. Ward makes a nice move, gets by his man, tries to get the shot right in front, and Canarium couldn't quite get it. He was actually too close, I think, to the goaltender to get that shot off.
Right, he was.
And Plattsburgh clears it. I'm not sure if they'll have to give King credit for a save or not. Now Plattsburgh with another chance. Here's Guerin's shot. Goes high over the net, and Quenneville goes after it. Quenneville ahead to Ratty. Ratty starts out right side. John Ratty, the head man. Oh, boy, that was close. Canarium couldn't catch up with it. It goes right on, though, so no icing. Now Ward has it. He can't hold on to it. It comes free to center ice. Here come the Hornets as Guerin picks it up again. Guerin tries to split the defense, doesn't get through. Tommy Sidden picks it up, starts out right side for the Red Raiders. Sidden in his own zone, almost overskated it, managed to get it ahead to Ratty. Ratty leaves for Sidden. Sidden, now it goes to Ward, and we have an offsides called on Massena, I believe. Somebody was ahead of that play. 12:07 left to play here, third period. Massena, 3-1 lead. Not a comfortable lead, but a little bit better than the start of this period.
Better than 2-1 anyway. 2-goal lead is a little bit better than that 1-goal lead. We've seen it playing pretty well here in the third period, too.
Todd Tayo's line out there against the Kelly line. Off the face-off, here comes Scotty Loran in on the off-wing side. Loran, right side of the goaltender, now stops in the corner, looking to pass. Now it goes to Levine. He's knocked down on the play. The puck comes free, and it's cleared around the boards by Nesbitt. Now the puck back around Cleared over to Reed. Reed behind his own net as Plattsburgh trying to get something going here. Levine forechecking. Finally it comes to center ice. Stolen by Todd Tayo. Tayo at the red line, dumps back to Sidden at his own blue line. Sidden, headman pass goes for Peter Levine. Levine now has to circle back to the red line to get control. Here comes Levine. Levine in on the left wing side. Now he feeds. Here comes Loran, right side. His shot, score! Scott Loran from Peter Levine, and Massena goes up 4-1. And what I said might happen, I think is happening.
That's right. They're starting to, they could, like you said, they could blow him out, and that maybe is what's starting. But I'll tell you, good move by Peter Levine. He just left that puck for Scott Loran. He saw Scott Loran behind him as he crossed the blue line. He didn't pass it to him. He just left it on the ice. Loran picked the puck up, went in, shot, scored, I think, right behind Kyle King. Massena 4, Plattsburgh 1.
Off the face-off, puck in the Massena zone. Quenneville clears it around. It comes free to Puente. Puente to Underwood as Underwood's line out there for Massena. Back to Quenneville. Headman to Underwood. We've got a 3-on-2 once again for Massena. Broken up by Reed at the blue line. Massena will have to circle and regroup. Here comes Ward in on the right wing side again. Ward shot. Oh, just wide as Tad Ward took a blaster. And now we have a whistle and we have an injured player down. That's Ward from Massena. I think he just got the wind knocked out of him. Reg, he's going to be okay, but Stan Moore is coming out on the ice. We have a 4-1 count in favor of the Red Raiders with 10:57 left to play here in the third period as Massena has opened this one up in the third period.
Well, what we said it could happen did happen. That all three lines have scored now for Massena. We said the Tayo, Levine, Loran line had not scored in the first two periods and probably would score, and they sure did. They picked up, that would be the Massena fourth goal, and the third goal being picked up by one of the defensemen, Tommy Sidden. I guess that was Bobby Hart that was on the ice.
Yeah,
he was
you're right.
Just shaking up a little bit. Stan Moore went out, but he's skating off the ice. He's all right. Got his helmet off, but he's back in the box and ready to go.
Okay, it'll be Canarium out there with Ward. Off the face-off, here comes Plattsburgh. I think we're going to have an offside, yeah. That's the call as the drop pass came back over the blue line and then back in again. So we'll face it off just outside the Massena zone. It is the Keith Sullivan line out there for Plattsburgh. Sullivan, Garrett, and Stewart. Canarium out there along with Tad Ward and John Ratty. Off the face-off. Puck comes back. Broderick clears into the Massena zone. Hurlbut's right there for the Red Raiders to pick it up. He circles right in front of his own net and gets by the man, starts to move it out. Long right wing pass. Here's Ratty in on the right wing side. Ratty trying to make his move around the defenseman. Broderick has him tied up pretty well. Puck comes free in the corner left side of the goaltender Plattsburgh zone. Now Ratty steals again, dumps it behind the net. Broderick right there. He tries to pass it ahead, and it's still in the zone. Now it's Ward with it, centering right in front. The goaltender sees it, dumps it behind the net. Now it's clear around the boards, right in front. Another nice save. And the rebound right in front. That took a weird bounce, and Hurlbut has it at the blue line. We're going to have a high sticking call, I believe, going against Massena as a result of that exchange. But another good save there by Kyle King.
That was another shot by Canarium. A good shot by Canarium, but
King made a great save.
Yeah, he made a good save. That's 7 or 8 really good shots by Canarium tonight, but just unable to get that puck past Kyle King. Nesbitt's down on the ice. I think he took a stick just underneath the helmet, Jerry.
That's going to be Ward going off.
Right, Ward going off for Massena. It must be on a high sticking call, I'm assuming, right?
Nesbitt still down on the ice. This game tonight is being brought to you by the AM/PM Mini Mart, also by the M.E. Avery Company, by the North Country Savings Bank and Massena Optics, as well as the North Country Sports Store and Capione Oldsmobile, the good old guys. Nesbitt's up. He's okay, I guess, which is good news. And so Plattsburgh will have a power play, but they're now down 3 goals. They have a lot of coming back to do with just 10-12 left to play in the hockey game.
They certainly do, but they've got a power play advantage if you want to call it that. We'll see what Stan Moore sends out. Eddie Underwood and Scott Loran up front to kill off that power play. He's got Tommy Sidden and Scott Manley back on defense.
And it will be the Keith Sullivan line out there off the face-off. It comes to Manley. Manley to Underwood. Underwood passes back to Sidden. Sidden at his own blue line looking to find the hole. Dumps it down the length of the ice. And it goes behind the Plattsburgh net. Picked up by Reed. Reed playing 1 point along with Robbie Calkins. Reed now to Calkins. Calkins starts out left side. Underwood bothering him. Calkins Now to Reed. Reed across the blue line to center ice. Here's Reed. Backhand pass into the zone. Manley right there to dump it down the length of the ice. Now circling back for it, Robbie Calkins for Plattsburgh. Calkins leaves for Reed. Reed with a puck now behind his own net. Reed to Calkins left side. They use the same play to get it out every time.
Every time, right.
And it hasn't been too successful. Now Reed with a puck again. Trying to pass it all the way out to center ice. He does, and they start to move it. It's Guerin. Guerin has it poke checked away, comes back to Reed at his own blue line. Now Reed from the red line just bangs it in the Massena zone, goes in the corner, right side of Ward. Now picking it up there. The Massena Red Raiders' Tom Sidden finds the hole again and dumps it down the ice, and so far no chance at all on this power play for the Hornets. Here comes Reed again. Poke checked away from him. Here comes Canarium. He's got a breakaway. Canarium shot. Score! Hey, Canarium.
He made no mistake that time. Good forechecking by Putter Canarium. And I'll tell you, when he went in, he sort of slowed down. He took his time. And I'll tell you, he picked that upper left-hand corner, and he looked, and that's where he shot it, and that's where it scored. It's Massena 6. No, Massena 5. Plattsburgh 1. That's a shorthanded goal by Massena, Putter Canarium.
And that'll be an unassisted goal again for Massena, as they have started to put this one out of reach, to say the least. Off the face-off. Here comes Sidden, and he's going to dump it right back into the zone. In fact, this one goes right on, and King has to make the save. Canarium steals behind the net, has it taken off his stick by Broderick. Broderick around to Dandro. Dandro trying to clear it ahead as Plattsburgh trying to get something going. They have the Kerr line out there now, and Kerr dumps into the Massena zone. Sidden is going to pick it up behind his own net. Tommy Sidden now starts out behind the net, right side of goaltender Ward. Clears it ahead, kept in at the point. Here's Nesbitt with a shot. That one goes wide. Back to the point again. He fires it through. That one's deflected just wide. A good chance for Plattsburgh. But when the puck isn't bouncing your way, it just doesn't seem to bounce your way. Now Canarium looking to pass to Ward. Ward might be all by himself. Here he comes. Ward on the right side. Shot. Oh, he couldn't get it off. And Ward, I think, made one too many moves.
Yeah, one too many moves. He tried to get on the far side instead of shooting on the short side. He tried to go on the far side, and Kyle King just came up enough so that Ward did not get the shot off at all. He smothered the puck. The face-off will be back in the Plattsburgh zone. It's Massena 5, Plattsburgh 1. Plattsburgh. Let's see. Penalty is over. Both teams even.
Off the face-off, the puck comes to Reed, circles behind his own net, being forechecked by Loran. He managed to pass it to Calkins. Calkins upended on the play. Loran picks the puck up. Good play there by Todd Tayo. Now Loran has it poke-checked away from him, and right back comes Tim Kelly. Kelly, the head man pass to Sullivan, and on the off-wing side, the backhand pass, save made by Todd Ward, the Massena goaltender. Now Massena starts out again. Long pass by Hurlbut, goes by everyone. Loran couldn't catch up with it. That's going to be called icing. And with 7:41 left to play here in period number 3, our score is 5-1. A game that was 2-1 going into the third period has ballooned to 5-1, and it could get worse before it gets better.
Let's see, Bobby O'Connell out there on defense. I think the first time that Bobby's been out there tonight. Stan Moore sends him out. He's paired with Mike Auer. Mike Auer, first time out there tonight on defense for Massena. Face-off into Massena, and 7:41 to go in the game.
Off the draw. Here comes Scotty Loran again down the right wing side. He's got Levine with him. Loran, gets by, but Levine follows up. Here's Levine, can't get the shot off. Taken away from him. We have a whistle.
Delay penalty, I think.
And we're going to have a cross-checking penalty, and it's going to go against Tim Kelly of Plattsburgh. That happened a ways back, didn't it?
That happened back in the Massena end. I didn't see the penalty, but I saw the referee with his arm up, and it happened right just off the face-off, Jerry. So Massena will go on the power play.
So we're about halfway through the third period. Massena will have a power play, and they also have the lead 5-1. As we will see Todd Tayo out there, along with Mike Hurlbut, and Levine will be the other wing. And on defense, it'll be Manley and Sidden. So they're moving Big Hurlbut up to play that wing position. As Broderick comes out along with Reed to try and kill it off. And off the face-off, back to the point. Sidden to Hurlbut. Hurlbut about halfway in right side. He dumps to Levine, left corner. Now Levine, left side of the goaltender in the corner, looking to pass it around. Now comes into the slot. Shot, score! Nice goal!
What a pick. Did you see that pick that Mike Hurlbut played? You're talking about a pick in basketball. There was a pick right there. He picked off the defenseman, and with a tie.
Levine.
No, Levine just skated around, in home free and scored. But I'll tell you, Mike Hurlbut did an excellent job. The pick really is illegal, but it was beautifully done that time, wasn't it? I like that, Jerry. I like that.
So Peter Levine gets the goal, and we'll wait on the assist, but that gives a 6-1 lead, the first power play goal of the game tonight. We've seen a short-handed goal already, but it's the first power play goal. Here come the Red Raiders again as Eddie Underwood's line is out there. Puck slides back into the Plattsburgh zone, and Massena still putting pressure on. Broderick tries to come up with it, left corner. He's taken out of the play there by John Puente. The puck squirts free, and finally it is Keith Sullivan. Back checking, picks it up, and clears it to center ice. Sullivan now throws the check. The puck squirts free, and here comes Auer with the puck for Massena. And we have something that happened offsides, I guess. Now there's a bit of a mix-up right at the blue line.
Yeah, but pushing and shoving there in front of the Plattsburgh bench.
I think the whistle was for offsides, though.
Right. The press shouldn't go any. I don't know if they call that or not.
Well, we'll have to wait and see what the call is. But, yeah, there is going to be a penalty.
Let's see. Bobby Hart goes off.
And it's going to be matching. So that was because of the mix-up. So I do think it was an offsides that was called the initial whistle. And the other penalty is going to be to Keith Sullivan.
Right.
And probably roughings. Matching Miners at with a 6-1 score, 6:45 left to play. I was going to say that coming at 13-15, but that's not correct. We don't play 20-minute periods, do we?
No, it's 15-minute periods in high school. You're used to too much college hockey, Jerry.
Yeah. So we have a 4-on-4 plus the goaltender situation here, which is a first for this hockey game. We haven't seen that yet. Now it's Sidden ahead to Hurlbut. Hurlbut trying to leave for Underwood. It's taken off his stick, and back comes, oh, now another steal by Sidden. Sidden for Underwood. Can he catch it? No, it's poke checked by Broderick at the last moment. The puck comes free in the corner as Plattsburgh tries to clear. Massena tries to keep the pressure on. Here's Hurlbut. Poke check. Back to the point. Manley shot. Nice save there by Kyle King. He's been a busy gentleman this third period. Now skating around. Here's Hurlbut again. Whistle. And we have a mix-up right in front of the net as Underwood.
I think Underwood was in the crease, and I think it started,
trying to
pushing.
Clear him.
Yeah, they tried to clear Eddie Underwood out of the crease. A little pushing and shoving.
I'm sorry, that was Nesbitt, the big guy, and he's going to be called for a penalty. I guess Underwood will be going off too.
Yeah, so Eddie Underwood going.
And Nesbitt for Plattsburgh. So now we're going to be skating 3-on-3 plus the goaltenders.
I think Eddie Underwood gave away about, 25, 30 pounds on that.
Maybe more. Maybe more.
Yeah.
Yeah, Underwood was in the crease, and Nesbitt was trying to clear him out, and that's how that all started. Here's Levine now with a puck, has it poke checked away from him, and here comes Craig Lapierre trying to clear it out. Levine steals from him again, circles out to the red line. Peter Levine with a puck now, making his move, goes over to Tommy Sidden. Sidden just poke checks it, and that may be, no, it's not quite far enough for icing as Sidden comes up with it again behind the Plattsburgh net. Sidden to Levine. Levine left side of the goaltender. Back to the point it goes. Here's Manley back to Levine. His shot. Ooh, just wide. All the way around the boards, and nope, Manley can't quite keep it in as it slides all the way back into the Massena, and Manley right there, though, to pick it up. Manley, the headman pass. Broderick steals and dumps into the Massena zone. Stopped by Ward. He pokes into the corner. Now racing forward is Craig Lapierre again, trying to leave it. Nobody home, and here comes Levine for Massena. Levine, as it poke checked away, has to circle back. We have 1 second there. The first penalties are up. Here comes Levine. His shot. Nice save. The rebound right in front. Broderick clears into the corner as Ward steps back out on the ice. And he manages to tie it up as he headed right for the puck and tied it up. And we'll have a face-off with 5:06 left to play.
Two of the penalties have expired. Eddie Underwood and Nesbitt still in the penalty box. Eddie Underwood for Massena, Nesbitt for Plattsburgh, so both teams are a man short. Massena leads 6-1. We got 5:06 to play in the game. The face-off is in the Plattsburgh end. Todd Tayo out there for Massena. Going to take the face-off. Let's see. Bobby Hart is up there. Need one more. Okay, Mike Quinville goes out there, and Mike Hurlbut out there in defense.
Off the face-off. Puck clear down the length of the ice. That's going to be icing on Plattsburgh. And we'll do it all over again. 19 seconds left in the matching minors to Underwood and Nesbitt. 5:01 left to play in the hockey game, and it's 6-1 Massena. 2-1 coming into this third period, and the Raiders kind of exploded.
They certainly did, picking up 4 goals here.
Here's Hurlbut's shot. That one goes wide off the face-off. And Ward dumps back to the point to Hurlbut again. He has trouble with it. Poke checked away from him. And Sullivan taken out of the play. And we're going to have a penalty, and that's going to be Ward. No, I'm sorry. No penalty. Quenneville shot. That one goes wide. Puck comes back to center ice, where it's picked up by Kelly. Kelly poke checked away from him. The penalties are up. We're back to full and equal strength. Here comes Underwood now on the right wing side. Poke checked off his stick, and Tayo picks it up. He took it out and in, and we'll have a face-off. 4:26. Things have gotten a little sloppy, Reg.
Well, it's gotten a little rough here. I think Plattsburgh getting a little frustrated. Massena scoring 4 straight goals, and things gotten a little rough here in the third period, much more so than the first and the second period. Only 2 penalties in the first period, and only 1 in the second period. And we've got quite a few here in the third period, Jerry.
Now, unfortunately, when a game gets out of hand, sometimes things get a little rough. One of the officials apparently was cut, Reg.
Officials timeout.
Right.
So we're going to have an officials timeout.
Timeout here. I don't know what happened. Was the puck stick or what, Jerry? I'm not sure.
Not sure. Do want to tell you this game tonight being brought to you by Collins Brothers of Massena, by the Dixie Lee. Dixie Lee, how good can chicken and seafood be? Well, check into Dixie Lee and see. Reynolds Metals Company, Roots Bakery, and the Seaway Community Federal Credit Union, CCOM, all bringing you the broadcast of tonight's hockey game. 4:26 left to play here. Period number 3, 6-1. Massena leading Plattsburgh. If things hold true to form here, Reg, Massena will go to 8-0-1 on the season and 4-0 in league play. Plattsburgh will drop to 1-1 in league play and to 3-3 overall.
It looks like I say Massena has this wrapped up with a 6-1 lead with only 4 minutes and 26 seconds to go, and really they're playing pretty well in the last 2 periods, and I'd say they got this pretty well locked up against Plattsburgh here in the Plattsburgh State Fieldhouse tonight.
Oh, that second period, that was a good period of hockey. And
yeah, it was. Well, the third period's not bad, except they get a little chippy, and then, like I say, they get a little frustrated. When you're down 6-1, I guess you realize that you're not going to win the game, and you're just going to look for somebody to hit.
Yeah.
As they say, you start headhunting a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen that a few times.
Many times, Jerry. Many times. Yeah. They're still tending to the referee. I don't know if he caught a stick or something, just either over the eye, or it looks like putting a Band-Aid on, I think, or something. So.
Well, I'll tell you, they couldn't pay me enough to be a referee.
But I really don't know why the referees do not wear helmets. Jerry.
Some of them do.
Some of them do. I saw the other night when I was up to Lake Placid, Wayne Humel took a puck in the forehead. I'll tell you.
And face-off will be just outside the Plattsburgh zone. Canarium's line out there. He's had a good game tonight for Massena. He's been all over the place, hasn't he?
He sure has.
And it'll be Keith Sullivan's line for the Plattsburgh. No, I'm sorry, I take that back. Tim Kelly's line out there for Plattsburgh. Canarium's out there with Tad Ward and John Ratty. And at defense, we have Auer and O'Connell for Massena. They've seen some action here in this third period. And we do finally drop the puck off the face-off. Here's Ward. Ward trying to split the defense, taking off his stick right back to center ice. Here's Kelly. Kelly shot from the pole. Oh, jeez. Ward kicked at that, and it got through. It just missed.
Missed. He misjudged that one.
Yeah, he did. Back to the point it comes. Here's Broderick. Has it stolen away. Here comes Tad Ward down the right side. Oh, he tried to get the shot off. The puck was standing on end, and it went wide into the corner. Back for it there is Tim Kelly. Kelly bounces off the boards. Now he passes ahead to Sullivan, who dumps it right back in. It comes to Reed. Clears around the boards for Broderick. Broderick stops right side of his goaltender, starts to move it, lifts the pass right to the blue line. Sullivan caught it, dropped it, and dumped it into the Massena zone. Hour after it for Massena. Over to his partner, O'Connell. O'Connell starts to move out. The headman pass for Canarium, a little bit too far, broken up at the blue line. Comes back to Hour at the Massena blue line. Now he's going to take it himself into the Plattsburgh zone. He's taken out of the play. The puck comes free. Canarium after it. He and Hour going for it. Canarium comes up with it behind the net. It's poke checked from him and cleared around the boards by Dandro. It comes back to the point. Massena trying to keep it in. Plattsburgh trying to get it out. It comes through right in front. Where's the puck? It goes free. Right in front. They pass it. Here's Canarium. Shot. Scores a goal, I think. No?
Oh, that was in.
That was a goal.
Wasn't it?
Oh, that had to be in, Jerry. They did not.
Well, like that.
There's no goal judge.
Oh, okay. That was a goal, I think.
I don't think they're calling it. No, they're not calling it a goal, but there's no goal judge on either end. It's up to the referees to call a goal. That puck by Canarium, that was a goal, Jerry. Oh, he was robbed on that. That was in and out. The referee just did not see it.
What it hit was that metal part right in the middle, and it came right.
And it came right back out, but they did not allow the goal. They should have goal judges.
Yes, they should.
Absolutely.
I was real surprised when I saw they didn't here. Well, off the face-off, Hurlbut has it. Hurlbut to Underwood. Underwood trying to headman it. Hurlbut follows up on the deflected pass. It goes to Ward again. His shot, and the save made by Kyle King. Not a hard shot, but a bit of a deceptive shot. Now Ward coming after to Underwood. Back to Hurlbut. He winds. His shot goes just wide, and it goes and is caught up in the back of the mesh, and they blow it dead. And with 2:38 left to play here, it's still 6-1. No, that's one each way, Reg.
That's right. Yeah, Plattsburgh was sort of robbed, you might say, in that first period when the referee blew the whistle. But I'll tell you, that puck was definitely in. Absolutely.
6-1 our score. Massena leads. 2.5 left to play. Reed off the face-off, and he tried to pass it ahead to the big guy Nesbitt. Went off his stick and up into the stand, so they'll have to face it off again just outside the Plattsburgh zone. Eddie Underwood's line out there for the Massena Red Raiders. You're listening to 1340 Radio, WMSA, Massena, New York. Red Raiders hockey on WMSA. Jerry Manor here at Plattsburgh along with Reg Cross. Off the face-off. Puck comes free. Goes to Hurlbut. Hurlbut out there now with Sidden. Hurlbut trying to tie it up the red line. Hart comes back to help out, and the puck comes free at the red line again. Hurlbut after. Leaves for Underwood. Here comes Underwood. Poke checked away from him all the way back to the Massena line. No, wait a minute. I take that back. That's Dave Romeo out there playing the other point.
First time out here tonight.
Okay. Now the puck fired into the Massena zone, comes around behind the net. After it is Hurlbut. Hurlbut goes together there with Stewart. They try to tie it up. Now the puck cleared right in front. Comes back to the point. There's the big guy Nesbitt again. He dumps right on. A high shot. And I guess you could call that glove high. And that's what Todd Ward does, is glove it. And we'll have another face-off with 1:56 left to play in the third period. 6-1 Massena. Face-off will be right side of the Massena zone.
Stan Moore sends out that line of Tile, Levine, and Loran. He's back on defense. He's got Tommy Sidden and Mike Auer.
Okay. Different pairing.
Right. Stan's changing around his defense quite a bit here in the third period.
Off the face-off. Here comes Levine. Levine's got Loran with him if he can see him. But he gets by himself. Here comes Levine. He feeds right in front. Loran, the shot. Ooh, nice save by King. Now the puck back to the point. Auer keeps it in. Now dumps for Levine. Levine, his shot. Another save. The rebound in the net. And that's Todd Ward.
Todd Tile, I think.
Or Todd Tile, rather. I'm sorry.
Getting that.
Todd Tile from Peter Levine. And that'll make it 7-1 for Massena. The dams have burst here at Plattsburgh State's Fieldhouse.
Yeah, it did in the third period. First two periods pretty tight, Jerry, but in the third period, things have burst, you might say, for Massena here, scoring, what do we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 unanswered goals in the third period.
So Todd Tile gets the goal. Peter Levine will pick up 1 assist. And Mike Auer picking up an assist too. He kept the puck in the zone, so he picks up an assist as well. All right, here comes Loran into the Plattsburgh zone. Has it poke checked away, but following up his Tile, trying to center it through. The play broken up there by Dandro. Dandro starts to move it. Pass goes ahead for Mike Rose. Too far for him, and icing will be called against Plattsburgh High School with 1:09 left to play here, period number 3. 7-1, the Massena Red Raiders are leading it. We are in the final moments of play here in the hockey game.
Right, face-off, we'll be back in the Plattsburgh again. 1:09 to go. It's Massena 7, Plattsburgh 1. Massena picking up 5 unanswered goals in the third period.
Putter Canarium will take the face-off against Kelly, I believe that is. Off the draw, shot taken there by Ward. Ward has it poke checked away as he got the puck back. It comes free to center ice. Now the puck all the way back in the zone. It's Bobby O'Connell for Massena. Head to Ward. Ward can't get it out of the zone. It's kept in as Plattsburgh trying to make some noise here in the final minute of the play. Now finally the puck comes free. Canarium trying to chase it down. Kelly comes up with it. Here's Kelly circling back into his own zone. Clears it finally down the length of the ice. Somebody touched that. That's not going to be icing. Sullivan trying to catch up with it. The rebound. Oh, it goes just high over the net as Plattsburgh had a chance as Ward came way out.
I don't think Ward realized that Massena had touched the puck. He thought it was going to be an icing call, and all of a sudden I think he did realize it, and he came flying out.
Plus Sullivan was coming in on it as well.
He was coming in. What was it? Wolf 21 just shot that puck just wide. So only 28 seconds to go here in the game.
7-1 our score. Face-off will be left side in the Massena zone. Tim Kelly stays out there to take the draw. And that's Eddie Underwood for the Massena Red Raiders. Just 28 seconds left to play. Off the face-off. Kelly trying to come up with it behind the Massena net. Now he circles around all the way back to the blue line. Kelly still has it. Now he finally drops the pass. And the shot is taken. That goes right on. The save made by Ward goes free in the corner as the big guy Nesbitt tries to get another shot off. It's poke checked by Canarium, and Putter comes up with it. Headman to Underwood, 1-on-2, or 2-on-1 rather. Here's Underwood, gets by the man, shoots. I think the whistle blew before Eddie got the goal.
Eddie made a nice move and deked the goalie, Kyle King, but the whistle blew what? About a second and a half before Eddie got the shot off. It does not count. Massena ends up winning by a score of 7-1.
We'll have to give him an honorary goal.
Yeah, we could give him a half a goal or something like that, Jerry. Yeah.
So the final score, Massena Red Raiders 7, the Plattsburgh High School Hornets 1. Tonight's game brought to you by the AM/PM Mini Mart on the corner of Main and West Orvis Streets, open 24 hours a day with gas and grocery needs. By the M.E. Avery Company, Railroad Street, Massena, your Lindy Welding Supply headquarters, and a top line of professional tools. By the North Country Savings Bank, Phillip Street, Massena, the bank that's close to you. By Massena Optics, 55 Main Street, Massena, where quality and service are realities. North Country Sports Center, downtown Massena, the North Country's leading sports center.